and after ruling for over a decade, returned the country to democratic rule. The return to power of Jerry Rawlings was marked by abductions and secret killings of some prominent people. The judiciary had its share with the disappearances of many judges and lawyers. Prominent among them were the killings of Supreme Court justices such as Cecilia Corentangadao, Frederick Sarkodie, and Kwadwo Ajayi-Agyeepong. The military were not spared the secret bloodshed and disappearances. Those featured in the press prominently included Major Sam Akwa and Major Dosana Nantagma. On November 3, 1992, Jerry Rawlings won elections after resigning from the military and ruled for 8 years after winning a second term in office. Jerry is credited with the current political stability of the country and ushering the nation into the Fourth Republic with peaceful transfer of power from an elected president to another. He embarked on many infrastructural projects and strived to develop the economy. Jerry's rule was marred by intimidations, violence, bloodshed, abductions, tortures and secret killings of perceived opponents. John Agyekum Kufuor was the second president of the Fourth Republic, taking office on January 7, 2001. Kufuor's administration prioritized economic growth and introduced a number of social interventions to ease the economic hardship of the people. One of his cherished initiatives is the National Health Insurance, which replaced the cash and carry regime of his predecessor. When it comes to social interventions, no leader can match him in Ghana. Under his rule, Ghana economy made a great stride forward. The problem with the Kufuor administration was widespread corruption, nepotism, manipulations, and intimidations. For example, many analysts found the regime complicit in the death of Yana Yakubu Ananitu, seen as political vendetta. There were several scandals as appointees focused on looting the coffers. Unfortunately, the president attempted to justify the actions of his appointees. Professor John Evans Fiafai Adam Mills was the third president of the Fourth Republic. He served as president of Ghana from 2009 until his death in 2012. He was inaugurated on January 7, 2009. Having defeated the governing party candidate Nana Akufo-Addo in the 2008 presidential elections under his Better Ghana Agenda campaign. During his presidency, he presided over and initiated Ghana's first-ever foray into oil production, after oil was discovered in commercial quantities under his predecessor, John Kufuor. Adam Mills also signed the Data Protection Act in May 2012. Amongst his accomplishments as president was enabling a GDP rebasement which adjusted the growth figures for the Ghanaian economy upwards. He was credited as peace-loving and anti-corruption leader who implemented various projects to enhance the living standard of low-income earners such as fisher folks and farmers. He made several attempts to save the public purse by cutting government excesses. His administration was rocked with various scandals. Prominent among them was the Airbus scandal associated with his vice president. During his time, the beginning of the energy crisis that afflicted Ghana for years begun. After his death on July 24, 2012, John Adam Mills was succeeded by his vice president, John Mahama, in accordance with the 1992 Constitution. He was the first Ghanaian head of state to die in office. John Dramani Mahama served as the President of Ghana from July 24, 2012 to January 7, 2017, having served as the Vice President of Ghana from January 2009 to July 2012. During his presidency, he continued the Better Ghana Agenda policy vision initiated by his predecessor. Mahama was elected president after the December 2012 election to serve as full-time president. His administration embarked on many infrastructure development projects that transformed the architecture of the capital. His administration struggled with the power crisis and failed to fulfill the promise of fixing the problem. He was seen as incompetent and was implicated in various corrupt activities. Ghana's economy took a nosedive under his rule. He lost his second-term bid in the 2016 election to the New Patriotic Party candidate Nana Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo won the 2016 general elections after a third attempt. He made history when he defeated incumbent Mahama in the first round with 53.85% of the votes, which marked the first time in a Ghanaian presidential election that an opposition candidate won a majority outright in the first round. It was also the first time that an opposition candidate had unseated an incumbent president. Nana was seen as a messiah to stem corruption and allow the law to deal with looters and move Ghana forward. When he started implementing his campaign promises, his credibility grew. Nana's government embarked on many social projects and improved the economy. He created a new institution to help fight corruption with the vision of making Ghana an industrial hub. However, Nana's government can be described as a looting machine, with his appointee jumping on every opportunity to plunder the Ghanaian coffers. Furthermore, his government has taken loans that surpasses that of all past governments combined, but little to show for them. Still hungry for more, he made an attempt to mortgage Ghana's gold to enrich himself and his family members even when they are out of office. After opening the national coffers for looting that plunged the economy into a mess, the government has taken the country back under IMF rule. Several funds meant for development have gone missing, such as the COVID fund. The administration is ridden with debt, corruption, looting, destruction of indigenous businesses and unsolved assassinations. This is a summary of the profile of Ghana's elected leaders. Subscribe to this channel and let's explore our political landscape. Join us to explore the rich history of Ghana's leadership, looking at their good sides and bad sides. As a citizen, do you think our political leaders are helping our nation? Do they deserve the support of the youth? The next video will look at Ghana's resources and how they are traded off to benefit politicians and their families to the detriment of the masses.